Good afternoon, all. We have been discussing the CMOS logic gates from the last couple of sessions, and we will continue the CMOS logic gates. And as usually, we will start the session with the most important learning yesterday. So in the last session, we discussed the CMOS logic gates, CMOS inverting gates, and CMOS non-inverting gates. So what are the CMOS inverting gates? The CMOS inverter, CMOS NAND, and CMOS NOR. These three are CMOS inverting gates. Whereas CMOS non-inverting gates. So what are the CMOS non-inverting gates? The CMOS non-inverting gates are the basic gates such as the AND, OR, and the buffer. These three are the CMOS non-inverting gates. And now the next type of CMOS logic gates are CMOS AND OR invert, CMOS OR and invert gates here. So here, let us take the CMOS AND OR invert. So what is an AND OR invert? An AND OR invert is a two-level logic circuit here. It is a two-level logic circuit. So the first stage, it consists the AND gates, and in the second stage, it consists the OR gates, and at the final stage, it consists the NOT gate. So the AND OR inverter. So it is a two-level logic gates. So you can also implement the logic gates using AND OR NOT or OR and invert. So you can also implement the logic circuits. There are different ways for implementation of the logic circuits. So some of the implementations are NAND NAND, NOR NOR, AND NOR, or NAND. So here the AND or NOT. So what is the advantage with this CMOS AND or invert in CMOS logic circuits? In generally the AND or invert, it is a two-level logic circuits, so you can implement the logic functions, that is as a generalized way. But now what is the advantage of the CMOS with this AND or invert? So the advantage of the CMOS with the AOI AND or is the CMOS circuits can perform the two levels of logic with just a single level of the transistor. So what do you mean of this single level of transistor? See, example, take a two-level logic circuit. Example, here you can see the diagram. The figure shows an AND or invert gate. So in this, we have two stages. Stage 1, we have two stages. Stage 1 and stage 2. We have two stages, stage 1 and stage 2. So the first stage consists the AND gate. So the AND gates itself, it shows us a one level of transistor. So where the AND gate has a group of transistors which implements the AND functionality for the given example. And now if you take the second stage of the gates, the second stage of this gate, it consists the NOR gate in this example. So now the transistors which are being used for this NOR gate itself, it is a single level of transistor. So now there are two stages, and the first stage has the first level of transistors, and the second stage has the second level of transistors. That is, in a generalized way, we will discuss. But coming to the CMOS circuits, the advantage of the CMOS circuits in AND or inverter is the two-level logic circuits or the two-level logic gates, they perform in a single level of transistor, in a single level of transistor. Example, so let's take the previous one. So this is the CMOS circuit here, isn't it? So this circuit, entire this circuit itself, it is treated as a one level of transistor, because all these transistors are come up on a single integrated circuit or on a single circuit. All the transistors, 6 transistors, they will come up on a single gate here. So this, it refers as a single level of the transistor. But in AND or invert, we are having the two stages here. We are having the two stages here, stage 1 and stage 2. Therefore, the stage 1 will have the stage 1 transistors and stage 2 will have the stage 2 transistors. So practically, if you implement this circuit, so we will take the AND gate separately and we will take the NOR gate separately. But if you see in CMOS circuits, this entire two-level logic gates will be coming into a single level of transistor here. It will be coming into a single level of the transistor. I think you understand the advantage. The advantage is two-level logic gates will be getting into a single level of transistor here. So for example, take the circuit of a two-level two-input CMOS AND OR gate. So let's see the circuit diagram for the given logic circuit. So in this example, we have the two AND gates and one NOR gate. So now, by using the CMOS logic, we will get all these gates into a single level of the transistor. So you just see the circuit diagram. So let's see the circuit diagram. So here the circuit shows two-level AND or invert gate here. So can you understand the circuit here by looking at the circuit? So can you understand anything from the circuit here? You can understand that there are 4 inputs A, B, C, D, and there is a one output Z. It has 4 inputs A, B, C, D, and output Z. But can you visualize or can you see the AND and NOR gates in this circuit here? If you describe this operation, or if you describe the circuit components, then we can see the 2 input AND gate and the 2 input of the NOR gate here. So that is this one. So here you have separate AND gates of the A, B and C, D. So now overall it has 4 inputs and a single output here. So now how we can implement the given example circuit in CMOS AOI? In a generalized, you can implement the circuit using the basic gates and basic NOR gate. But how we can implement the CMOS, how we can implement the given example circuit in CMOS AOI circuit? So for understanding this, we will take the logical expression of the example. So now, can you tell what is the logical expression of this circuit? So the logical expression Z equal to the output of the given circuit is A, B, because the first term is the product AB ANDed, and it is given as input to the NOR gate. NOR performs the OR operation, and so take the plus here, OR operation. And second inputs, if you take the second inputs, are the C and D, the pair of inputs. CD is the another pair of inputs. So now AB plus CD and whole bar. So why the expression is in the complement function? because the output stage consists the NOR gate. So the output of the NOR gate is a complemented output. So now the logic expression for the given circuit is Z equal to AB plus CD bar. And now here, so how we can implement this logic circuit now? How we can implement this function in terms of the CMOS logic circuit? So for easy understand, so we will take this as a term 1 and we will take the CD as the term 2. Basically it is a AND gate, this term and this term, and these two outputs of the AND gates are odd here. I mean NOR operation, NOT operation. So now if you see this logic function in a simple way, you can tell that let the AB product, let's say it is a small a, and the CD term as a B. So now you can visualize this as a plus B whole bar, isn't it? Actually, the real output function is AB plus CD bar. But for simplification, for our understanding purpose only, I am assuming the AB as a small a and CD term as a small b. So now you can see that it is a NOR gate here, because this is one of the input to the NOR gate and this is the second input to the NOR gate. So when you have a NOR gate, the output of the NOR gate is a plus b whole bar. So now how we can implement the CMOS NOR gate? So we will implement the CMOS NOR gate such that the pull-up network. So what is a pull-up network? The PMOS transistors are the pull-up network. Pull-down network. What is a pull-down network? NMOS transistors are the pull-down network. So now the pull-up networks will be in series or parallel for NOR gate. So is it in series or parallel? Is it in series or parallel? Right.
Series, sir.
Right. So now the term AB itself, it looks or it seems like a AND gate. So now we will implement this initially with the NAND gate, and the CD will also implement with the NAND gate, and finally the AB and the CD are realizing in the NOR gate here. So let's coming to the circuit diagram. It's coming to the circuit diagram here. So here we have total 8 transistors here. Out of the 8, 4 transistors are the NMOS transistors and 4 transistors are the CMOS transistors. So I will show this in a rearranged form so that you may be easily understand, I think. So let's move on to that one. So here let's see this one. So what is the given function here? AB plus CD bar. Basically it is a 2-level logic circuit, but we are trying to implement this circuit in a single level of the transistor. Now what is a single level? All these standing transistors are all comes under in a single level of the transistors. So now let's see the build-up of the circuit here, how we can build the circuit here. And before that, let us summarize again the NAND gate and the NOR gate. As we all know that the PMOS is a pull-up network, NMOS is a pull-down network. So in a NAND circuit, even the AND circuit is also realizing from the NAND by just simply connecting the NOT gate at the output of the NAND. So if you connect the NOT gate to the output of the NAND, that will obviously a AND operation. So the NAND and AND, they will be realized in such a way that the pull-up networks are connected in parallel to the VDD, and the pull-down networks are connected in series to the ground. For the NOR operation, the pull-up networks are connected series to the VDD, and the pull-down network, which are the NMOS network, transistor network, is connected to the ground. So now let's see. First, you take the AB term. AB term. So basically, it is a AND operation. So now you can implement AND operation from the NAND also. So what we do in NAND, the PMOS is connected parallel and the NMOS connected in series. So now let's take the AB. First, you implement that AB. So in a NAND or AND operation, the PMOS transistors are parallel. So that's why the A and B are parallel. And take the second one, CD. It is also an AND operation. So here in this also the pull-up network, that is the PMOS, are again the C and D are in parallel. What about the pull-down network? The pull-down network, it is series for AB, and for CD also the NMOS transistors are in series here. So the AB and CD we are implementing in a way of the NAND gate. But what is the exact output operation? The output exact operation is NOR operation. So what about the conditions in NOR? For coming to the NOR, the PMOS is in series and the NMOS is in the parallel. So now, what is the first term for the NOR output? I mean, in the NOR, in the functionality, what is the first function? It is the AB. And this term, it must be get into the series to the, to the term CD. So that's why the A and B, basically they are AND operation. So they are in the parallel, the pull-up network, but finally it is realizing as the NOR operation. So that's why the A and B, these must be coming together as a series. So the A and B series with the C and D, or in a simple way, you can also draw like this also. Oh, you can also draw like this. I just separated here for understanding purpose. So usually you can also take in this way also. You can also draw in this way also. You can draw in this way also. To avoid the complicity and to avoid the confusion, I am giving input to the, I am specifying input at each level of the gate. So this is the term here. See, these two are equal. And what about the NOR operation? The A and B are first, PMOS transistors are series, they will get into series. What about the NMOS situation? The NMOS situation terms are in terms of, in the NMOS situation, so they will be coming into the parallel here. See, the parallel, NMOS it is in parallel. So that's why the AB initially AND, but finally it is realizing as a NOR. So therefore the AB and the CD, they will come into the parallel each other. So that is this one. So again I have to redraw the thing. So you understand the circuit here, AND or invert, or you have any doubts, you just please ask me. So you understand this CMOS AND or invert? So how this function A, B and CD is implemented? So please be respond.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So did you understand the concept here? So how we are connecting or how you are building up the circuit? Yes. And now for this circuit, you can describe, so it is very difficult for us to describe the switching model for gates like this, CMOS and or invert. So therefore we won't go with this switching model, but we will go with the truth table here. We will go with the truth table. And here, remember that, so one can assign any number to any transistor accordingly their wish, accordingly their convenience. So they can give any serial number to any transistor. But be remember that the switching operation, I mean the transistor activity, I mean the transistor on and off activity or on and off stage will be determined by the sequence of the transistor. For example, say the transistor Q1 and the Q2 are the pair, one pair. It represents the input A. And the next one, the transistor Q2, sorry, the transistor Q3 and the Q4 are the another pair, that is represents the B. So now the A and B are the AND of, they are ANDed operation, they are AND operation. So now these two are coming the series. So these two are coming, wait, here, look at the, yes. So don't get any confused here. So we will go with only one. So otherwise I may be confusing you. So let us go with this only. But just I am redrawing the circuit, and according my convenience, I have given these numbers here. So now from this circuit, the pair of the transistors, if you see, the Q1 and Q2 are the pair, and the Q3 and the Q4 are the pair. So that's why here the PMOSs are in series, in parallel here to the VDD, and they are series to the ground. And similarly, the transistors Q5 and the Q6 are pair, and the transistor Q7 and Q8 are the pair. Q8 are the pair, and again it is also an AND function, but overall they are arranged in the NOR operation functionality. So you can understand the advantage without using additional transistors, without using the additional transistors in a traditional way. We are just going with the only the one level of the transistors here. We are not using any of the extra transistors here. Just you are trying to implement the input. For each input, you are having the two transistors. One is NMOS transistor and PMOS transistor. For A input, you have a two transistors. For B input, you have a two transistors. For C, you have two transistors. For D, you have two transistors. So overall, you are having the 8 inputs and 8 transistors, and you are building the logic function. But it is not the case in a traditional way. In the traditional way, if you see, so we will take the extra gate here. We will take the extra gate. So the extra gate increases the extra transistors per the gate. Why? Because this gate itself, it has a transistors. So now the overall transistors are increased here. Now the overall transistors are increased. So that is the advantage with this CMOS AND or invert here. So where we can use this CMOS AND or invert. So as I said in the last class also, as I mentioned that, so this CMOS AND or invert, it will be very useful in the VHDL synthesis. In the synthesis of the VHDL software tool translate the program into the netlist here. So the netlist consists of the connections of the all the digital components. So for easily understanding or for the simplicity, the VHDL software tool translates the entire, I mean the translate the basic entity of the logic circuit into AOI or OAI. So therefore, we can use only one level of transistors, and you can avoid the more number of transistors uses. You can avoid the more number of transistors uses. So did you understand this CMOS AND or invert?
Yes, sir.
So can you guess how about this? So now can you guess? So how we can implement an OR and invert gate? So if you see here in this example, we have a structure of the NOR operation. In the case of CMOS or an inverter, you will have the NAND structure. So what is a NAND? In NAND, the pull down networks are in series and pull up network are in parallel. So you have to remember these two conditions so that you can easily realize even if the logic function has a complexity also. Even the complicated functions also we can easily draw the CMOS logic circuit. So now let us move on to the next one, the CMOS or an inverter. So now here also it is a two-level logic, and you are implementing the CMOS logic functions with a single level of the transistor. So basically what is a OR and invert? So you will have an OR gate, and followed by the NAND. So let's take the two OR gates. Let's take the two OR gates and named as A, B, C, and D. And now connect the output of each OR gate to the AND gate, and the output of the AND gate, it is complemented. So that is OR function, AND function, and inverter function. So it is a two wide or two level logic gate circuit here. So this circuit is equivalent circuit. The equivalent circuit is this one here. This one. See, the NOT gate and AND gate are replacing with the NAND operation. So now it becomes as a so we have reduced one stage here, and you can implement this entire OR and invert logic gate again a single level of transistor, which we have seen in the previous one. So that is AND or invert case. So here let's see the circuit and the circuit for this logic circuit. So here we have an example of the circuit. Similarly, it is quite opposite to the previous one where we have AND and OR. Now we are having the OR and AND. Okay, and now let's see the circuit here. Let's see the circuit here, the CMOS OR and inverter. So can you understand the circuit here? So what we are doing exactly? So what is the logic expression for the circuit here? The logic expression for the circuit is Z equal to, so you will get A plus B, isn't it? A plus B, because it is the first OR operation, and then we have a NAND operation, I mean that AND operation, with the second combination. The second combination is the inputs of the C and D here. C and D. So this is the logical expression for the given example circuit. So for this circuit, the logical expression is Z equal to A plus B and C plus D whole bar. So now how we can implement this one? So again, let's, for our simplicity, take the term A plus B as a and take the term C plus D as a B, and now these two are inputs are logically ANDed and complemented. They are getting complemented. So now which gate it is? Which gate it is? Now it is the gate of NAND. NAND, isn't it? It is the gate of NAND. So how we can build a NAND gate in the CMOS? So we will take NMOS and we will take PMOS. So we will connect the NMOS to the ground, and also the MOS transistors are connected in, they are in series or parallel. They are series or parallel. The NMOS transistor series, right? Series. And for the PMOS, it is connected to the transistors are connected to the VDD, and they are in parallel. They are in the parallel, right? So they are in the parallel. So now we will try to draw the circuit diagram here. So if you draw the circuit diagram here, so let's draw the circuit diagram for that. So again, so the logic expression is Z equal to A plus B. It is A plus B, A plus B here. So since basically it is a NOR operation. So NOR operation means what? So they are connected in. So they are connected in series. Am I right? They are connected in series here. So they are connected in series. So let's give the input A and let's give the input P. And how about the NMOS network here, the pull down network? They are connected in parallel here. So they are connected in parallel. So let's take A and let's take the B. So let's take the B here. So let's take the B here. So let's take the B. So this is for what? This is for the first functionality, A plus B. What about the second functionality in that logic function? It is again the OR functionality. So with the inputs of the C and D. So now you will have the same structure here. So what is the structure here? The structure is the P masses are in the series. They are in series. They are in series. So they are in series, and the NMOS networks are connected in the parallel. They are connected in the parallel here. They are connected in the parallel. So they are connected in the parallel. So C, take, and E. So now let's see. These are the individuals of the A plus B and C plus D. But what is the real function? The real function is the AND with the complement. AND with the complement is nothing but NAND. So in the NAND, the P masses are connected in parallel. So that's why these two are connected in parallel. These two are connected in parallel to the VDD. The AB are series and CD are series, and they are connected to the VDD. And what about these two here? For the NAND, so here, did I make any mistake here? Uh, so now here we need to connect the pull down networks are to be connected in the series here. So they have to be connected in this series. So to avoid that, just a minute. So we will erase this, and now we will connect the. So we will connect a series. So this will be connected to this one. This will be connected to this, and one more modification is, or I will draw it here, just a second. Just a second. Just a second. So we will draw it here. So these are in series here. Basically they are in parallel. The C and D are in parallel. C and D are in parallel, and they are series with the AB. So that implements for us the NAND operation. So let's connect these two here and take the output from this point Y, Z, Z. So did you understand this one? O, OR and inverter. Nothing but if you see here, we are taking the same example. We are taking the same example, and we are implementing the for the AOI logic and OA logic. The only difference that you can observe that whatever we have seen in the AOI, where the PMOS networks are connected in series, but now here they are connected in parallel, and whatever the N networks, pull down networks, they are in parallel. Now they have become in the series here. So you are having the same structure. The only difference is either they are connected in the series connection or either they are connected in the parallel connection here. So this way we can implement any logic function using the CMOS AOI logic and CMOS OAI logic. Did you get the advantage of this circuit here? Did you notice the point here? What is the advantage here? The advantage of the CMOS AOI and OAI is, instead of implementing the two-level logics or two-level logic gates, we are implementing the entire logic function on a single level of transistor. Now the A, B, C, D transistors are total 8 transistors are there. All these are 8 transistors, and all these 8 transistors, or they are comes under a single level of transistors. They are not separate level of transistors here. If it is a separate level of transistor, so what we will do here, in a separate level of transistor, example, in a separate level of transistor, just see. So we just try to connect the inverter gate. If you try to connect an inverter gate, take an inverter gate here. Let's connect it to the ground, and this one connected to here, and the same VDD can given to this also. So now the number of transistors are increased by 2, and now what is the output of the function here? The output of the function is Z equal to A plus B ANDed with the C plus D here, isn't it? Because you're just complementing the output. So here the output is Z, and here you are getting the output is Z bar. So now what is the Z bar here? It is a complement of the Z. So that is A plus B and C plus D. So this is about the CMOS logic circuits. So far we have been so far we have discussed the different logic circuits, different CMOS logic circuits. The different CMOS logic circuits are CMOS inverting gates, CMOS non-inverting gates, CMOS AOI and OAI gates. So did you understand the CMOS logic circuits? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, so here it is the functional table, and you can prepare this functional table according to the state of the transistor. What is the state of the transistor? It is normally, it has only 2 states. One is on state, other is off state. So corresponding to the given inputs to the transistor may be either on state or it is in the off state here. So so for example, you have applied a combination of inputs 0 0 0 0. So according to the input of 0, the corresponding transistors to this input may be turned on or turned off. Or similarly for the B, C, D inputs also. So according to that, you will have an output of the logic function is 1 here. So you have to carefully fill this table here. So one can go with any sequence of the transistors. I may go with the sequence of transistors Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, 7 and 8. Some other may go with the another sequence. Instead of 1, he can take it as a 2. But in the functional table, it must be clearly explained here. So here, take out the workout for your practice. Copy these 4 here: y equal to a plus bc and y equal to abc plus de. And for these two, the first two, you have to obtain or you have to build a CMOS logic circuit using the 2 logics here. What are the 2 logics? AOI and ORI. So now you will get the 2 circuits for this, and again 2 circuits for this, and another exercise for you that draw the CMOS circuit or obtain or build the CMOS 3 input CMOS NAND gate and 3 input CMOS OR gate here. So you just practice these four: y equal to a plus bc, abc plus be, and try to implement in both logics AOI and ORI. And if you have any if you face any difficulties or if you have any doubts regarding the CMOS circuits, so you can ask me later. Also you can ask me, but you just practice all these four. And anyhow, I have created the classroom for ed mode. So I will share uh, the joining link to that DIC class for sharing of the contents, for sharing of the materials, and for sharing of the tutorials or assignments or a quiz. So I will share the link in WhatsApp group. You just join in the DIC classroom.